God says, Elon Musk just spoke about you on live TV. Don't ignore what he said, because even though his voice came through the screens of the world, the message behind his words came from a place far more mysterious, far more orchestrated, far more connected to your destiny than you realize. I want you to feel the weight of what happened, my child. I want you to understand that nothing about that moment was random. Nothing about it was accidental. Nothing about it was a coincidence drifting in the air. It was placed. It was timed. It was allowed by me for a reason that is shaking the spiritual realm around you as I speak. You think it is strange that someone so powerful, so influential, so watched by millions, would suddenly speak words that connect to your life. You think it is odd that someone who is always surrounded by cameras, conversations, and global expectations would mention something that aligns with the hidden battles you have been carrying in silence. But I tell you this now, what happened on that screen was a signal. A trigger. A spiritual announcement. A divine flag lifted high in front of you so you would finally stop underestimating who you are, where you are going, and how powerful your destiny truly is. My child, if you could see what I see, you would understand that his words were not just words. They were a mirror, showing you something you have been ignoring in yourself for too long. They were a reminder that you were created for something bigger than your past, bigger than your pain, bigger than your fears. And I, the Lord, allowed the world to speak about you before you even fully saw yourself. That is how intentional I am with your story. Do not ignore this moment. Do not brush it off like noise. Do not treat it like entertainment. Because I am using something you did not expect, the voice of a man known for intelligence, innovation, and global influence, to push you into the truth you have been running from. The truth that you were born with purpose. The truth that you carry a calling. The truth that there is something inside you that heaven has been preparing for a long time. You felt something inside you shift when you heard those words. You felt a strange pressure, a strange energy, a strange awakening that you didn't fully understand. That reaction was not ordinary. That feeling was not normal. That was my spirit stirring something inside you. That was destiny knocking on your heart. That was your future whispering, wake up. I am closer than you think. And I speak this with power, you are entering a moment in your life where nothing will stay the same. You are stepping into a season where hidden things will be revealed, doors will open without warnings, and opportunities will appear in places you never imagined. But to recognize them, you need to pay attention. You need to listen. You need to understand why I allowed the world to echo something connected to your name. My child, when the world begins to speak about you before you even arrive, it means heaven has already approved your rise. When doors begin to move before you knock, it means I have already gone ahead of you. When voices you never met speak words that stir your soul, it means your calling is beginning to echo into the earth. You are not invisible anymore. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are being announced. And I want you to feel the seriousness of this. Because something big is coming. Something life-changing. Something destiny-shifting. Something that will move your life from the shadows into a place where your gifts, your calling, and your purpose can no longer hide. I am preparing to lift you. I am preparing to accelerate you. I am preparing to pull you into something that requires courage, obedience, and trust. That is why I stirred you when he spoke. That is why your heart didn't stay calm. That is why you felt that moment in your chest. It wasn't him. It was me. It was my voice behind his voice. My intention behind his statement. My signal behind his words. Because sometimes I use surprising things to wake my children up. Sometimes I use unexpected moments to make them pay attention. Sometimes I shake them through sources they respect, sources they recognize, sources they listen to without resistance. I know what gets your attention. I know what speaks to you. I know what breaks through your walls. And I use this moment to pierce your spirit so you would stop doubting the greatness inside you. You have been fighting battles that drained you. You have been walking through seasons that exhausted you. You have been surrounded by people who underestimated you. But I have been watching you. I have seen your tears. I have heard your prayers. I have counted every time you tried to rise even when life kept pushing you down. You think no one sees how hard you have been trying. But I, the Lord, have been with you through every moment. And today I declare something powerful: the world will not whisper your name in secret anymore. The world will not overlook what I placed inside you. The world will not bury your potential. The world will not silence the greatness I planted in your spirit. I am moving you from hidden to chosen, from unnoticed to undeniable, from silent to significant. The words spoken on that screen were a sign that your season of being forgotten is ending. Your season of being underestimated is breaking. Your season of being overlooked is closing. Now listen closely, because what I'm about to say is important. That moment on live TV was not about fame. It was not about attention. It was not about your ego. It was about purpose. It was about timing. It was about the shift happening in your life. You are stepping into alignment with your destiny. And alignment always comes with confirmation. And confirmation often comes from unexpected places. You needed something loud enough to break your doubt. You needed something bold enough to wake your spirit. You needed something unusual enough to shake your belief system. And I gave it to you. Now you must respond. Because when heaven signals a shift, you cannot stay where you were. When destiny calls your name, you cannot remain the same person. When purpose pushes you forward, you cannot keep living like nothing is changing. You felt the pull. You felt the pressure. You felt the awakening. That was me telling you, prepare yourself. Your next chapter is opening. My child, I am about to open opportunities that will require bravery. I am about to send people into your life who will help you rise. I am about to remove those who distract you from your calling. I am about to elevate you in ways you never expected. But to step into this, you must pay attention to what I am doing. You must not ignore the sign I gave you. You must not treat this like coincidence. You must not fall back into your old mindset. Because the truth is this: you have been dreaming too small. You have been believing too little. You have been shrinking yourself to fit environments that were never meant for a giant like you. And now I am breaking you out of that limitation. I am pulling you into something bigger. I am commanding your spirit to rise. That's why the moment on live TV connected to you. Because I am trying to show you that your life is bigger than you think. Your purpose is wider than you imagine. Your calling is deeper than you understand. You are chosen for something extraordinary. And I am not letting you sleep on that calling anymore. I allowed someone whose voice reaches millions to speak words that shook you. Not because the world needed to notice you yet, but because you needed to notice yourself. You needed to see that heaven is moving your name into places your feet haven't reached yet. You needed to see that I am preparing a path so large that even the world will eventually ask, who is this person, and why are they rising so fast? The moment you heard the words, something in your soul whispered, this is bigger than me. And yes, it is. Because I am in it. And anything I touch becomes greater than anything the world could imagine. My child, this is the beginning of a shift. A divine unfolding. A spiritual rising. And what comes next will require you to trust me in ways you never have before. But do not fear. I am with you. I am guiding you. I am preparing you. And I am speaking through moments you least expect. And I say again, do not ignore what he said, because I placed that moment in your path to awaken the greatness inside you. You are entering a divine season. You are rising. And heaven is watching everything unfold. My child, the moment you felt that strange pull inside your chest, the moment something in you whispered that the words spoken on that broadcast were connected to you, that was not imagination. That was not coincidence. That was not your mind playing tricks on you. That was the spiritual realm aligning itself with your destiny. That was your purpose vibrating. That was your future calling you by name. You must understand something deep. Before anything appears in the physical world, it appears in the spiritual one. Before anything touches the earth, it first shakes the heavens. Before any person speaks your name publicly, I speak your name spiritually. What you saw on TV was simply the earthly echo of something heaven has already declared about you. You may wonder, God, why would you use someone like him? Why would you speak through a moment so unexpected, so unusual, so strange? And I answer you with love, because I know how to reach you. I know what grabs your attention. I know what makes you stop and think. I know what makes you slow down long enough to feel me stirring inside you. For a long time, I have been whispering to you gently, urging you to rise, calling you toward the future I designed for you. But pain made you doubt me. Delays discouraged you. Betrayals wounded you. Fear silenced you. You kept pushing forward, but you also kept shrinking yourself. You believed in me, but you stopped believing in yourself. And so I used a moment loud enough, surprising enough, and unusual enough to break through that numbness inside you. I used the voice of someone the world listens to so that you would finally listen to me. Do you understand now? I wasn't trying to impress you, I was trying to wake you. I wasn't trying to shock you, I was trying to realign you. I wasn't trying to confuse you, I was trying to remind you who you are. The moment you heard those words, something inside you said, "Why me? How is this connected to my life?" But instead of dismissing that feeling, you stayed still for a moment. You let the feeling sink. You let the message reach you. And in that moment, heaven opened a door. You need to know this: when I send a sign this loud, it is because the time for quiet whispers has passed. The time for waiting has ended. The time for doubting is over. Your season of sleeping on your destiny has closed. Now is the moment you rise. My child, you have been walking through life feeling like something is missing, like something is waiting for you, like something inside you has been calling out but you couldn't fully understand what it was. And that ache in your spirit, that unexplainable longing, that desire for purpose, those were all signs that I have been preparing you for something greater than the life you've known. This moment on live TV was meant to push you toward the next chapter. It was meant to give you clarity. It was meant to help you see what heaven has been building around you. You are entering a season where I will remove everything that kept you small. People who doubted you will fade. People who slowed you down will distance themselves. Environments that drained you will lose their hold. You will feel a shift inside you, a holy dissatisfaction with the old life, a deep pull toward something more meaningful. This is not restlessness. This is not confusion. This is transformation. I am reshaping your spirit so that you can fit into the future I designed for you. You must hear this clearly: the world is preparing for your arrival. Opportunities are aligning. Paths are clearing. Conversations are shifting. Hearts are being prepared. I am orchestrating everything behind the scenes so that when your moment comes, nothing will stop you, nothing will block you, and nothing will confuse you. And I tell you this with love. What is coming will feel bigger than you. It will feel overwhelming at times. It will feel like you are stepping into a story that doesn't match your past. But that is exactly the point. Your past does not define your future. Your pain does not define your purpose. Your failures do not define your destiny. I define your destiny. And I am telling you now, as clearly as heaven can speak, prepare yourself. Prepare your mind. Prepare your heart. Prepare your spirit. Because when I lift someone, I lift them fast. When I open doors, they open suddenly. When I bless someone, it happens in ways the world cannot explain. I will do the same for you. But you must pay attention to what is happening around you. You must stop doubting yourself. You must stop shrinking your dreams. You must stop assuming that greatness is for everyone except you. Greatness is inside you. You are not ordinary. You are not random. You are not average. I planted gifts in you that you haven't fully tapped into yet. I planted ideas in you that you haven't developed yet. I planted strength in you that you haven't discovered yet. And now I am calling those seeds to grow. My child, hear me, I am not preparing you for a quiet life. I am preparing you for impact. I am preparing you for influence. I am preparing you for purpose. The moment you heard your life echoed through someone else's voice on a global broadcast, heaven marked the beginning of that preparation. You may feel unqualified right now. You may feel too broken. You may feel too behind. You may feel too uncertain. But I am removing those thoughts from your spirit. Because you cannot walk into your destiny with the mindset of someone who survived. You must walk into it with the mindset of someone chosen. Something is shifting inside you even now as my words reach you. You are feeling a mix of fear and excitement, uncertainty and hope, heaviness and awakening. That is how your spirit reacts when purpose begins to rise. That is how destiny feels when it starts to unfold. You are not imagining this moment. You are not overthinking it. You are not exaggerating the importance of what happened. You are stepping into revelation. Now listen closely, because this is important. I am about to bring clarity to questions you have carried for years. You will soon understand why you faced certain battles. You will soon understand why certain doors closed. You will soon understand why certain people left. You will soon understand why you were isolated, misunderstood, and underestimated. All of it was preparation. You cannot build a strong future without a strong foundation. And your foundation was built in the dark, in the lonely places, in the painful moments, in the quiet seasons where no one saw your growth but me. Now I will build the rest of your story in the open. This is why I tell you, do not ignore what he said. You think it was about him, but it was not. It was about timing. It was about alignment. It was about your life catching up with your calling. Something in the spiritual realm shifted when you heard that moment. Chains began to loosen. Weaknesses began to break. Hesitation began to fall away. The version of yourself that doubted is dying. The version of yourself that believed small is fading. The version of yourself that carried shame, fear, or insecurity is dissolving. You are becoming who you were always meant to be. My child, you will soon walk into rooms your past self never imagined. You will speak in places where your voice will matter. You will make decisions that change your life forever. You will inspire people you haven't even met yet. You will unlock blessings that generations before you prayed for but never saw. Because when I raise someone, it is not just for them, it is for everyone connected to their destiny. This is why the world is beginning to echo your purpose. This is why the moment you saw on TV felt like it had your name woven into it. This is why you can't shake the feeling that something divine is happening inside you. And you're right. Something divine is happening. The old cycle is ending. The new season is beginning. Your story is turning a corner. Your steps are aligning with heaven. Your heart is awakening to purpose. Your spirit is stretching into destiny. And I am with you through every single moment of this transformation. You are not alone. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are rising. And you must pay attention to every sign I send. Including the one that came from a voice the world recognizes but you needed to hear. What happened on that broadcast was not the end of anything. It was the beginning. A beginning heaven has been preparing for years. A beginning the earth will soon witness. A beginning your spirit has already felt. And now you must step into it, without fear, without hesitation, and without doubting the greatness I placed inside you. You are entering your divine season. My child, as this divine message continues to unfold, I want you to breathe slowly and feel what is happening inside your spirit. You feel the weight of these words because you know they are not ordinary. You feel the pull in your heart because you know this is not imagination. You feel the shift inside you because you know this is not just another message, it is a calling. It is a wake-up. It is a divine appointment between your soul and your destiny. And I want you to understand something deep, something sacred. The moment the world spoke a message that stirred your spirit, the heavens marked a turning point in your timeline. That moment was not meant to flatter you, nor to confuse you, nor to entertain you. It was meant to align you. It was meant to pull you out of the fog you've been walking through. It was meant to remind you that you were created for a divine purpose that can no longer stay hidden. You have walked through years of spiritual pressure without fully understanding why. You have survived emotional battles that tried to break you. You have faced storms that left scars on your heart. But what you did not know was that every tear, every struggle, every disappointment was shaping you into someone strong enough to carry a calling bigger than your past. And now heaven is confirming that calling. The moment those unexpected words reached you through that broadcast, the atmosphere around your life shifted. Something ancient awakened. Something holy stirred. Something dormant inside you began to rise. Because the timing is divine. The moment is right. And your spirit is ready, even if your mind still feels unsure. My child, there is a path ahead of you that you have not walked before. A path that requires courage. A path that demands growth. A path that pulls you higher than the life you've known. And I am telling you with love and power, you are ready for it. You are ready for the rise. You are ready for the blessing. You are ready for the purpose that has been waiting for you. You must not shrink back now. You must not fall into fear. You must not let your past speak louder than your future. I am calling you forward. I am calling you upward. I am calling you into alignment with the destiny I wrote for you before you were born. You feel that stirring inside your chest because you are stepping into spiritual authority. You are stepping into the identity I placed inside you long before the world tried to define who you were. You are stepping into the version of yourself that heaven recognizes, even when earth does not. Listen carefully to what I am telling you now. The moment that message reached your ears, it activated a new level of destiny. And destiny requires movement. Destiny requires belief. Destiny requires obedience. This is not a time to doubt yourself. This is not a time to hesitate. This is not a time to talk yourself out of what I am calling you into. This is a time to rise. The world will begin to open in ways you do not expect. You will hear opportunities calling your name. You will feel doors opening that were locked for years. You will sense spiritual acceleration in areas of your life that felt stuck or stagnant. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is the divine hand of God moving in your life. And I want you to see something clearly. the same way that unexpected moment reached you, suddenly, loudly, undeniably, so will the blessings assigned to your name. They will come suddenly. They will come swiftly. They will come in ways that make you stop and realize, this is God. No one else could have done this. You are entering a season of divine intervention. A season where I step into your life in ways that cannot be explained by logic. A season where your steps are guided without you even realizing it. A season where your spirit becomes sharper, your purpose becomes clearer, your strength becomes deeper. You have been walking for so long feeling like you are searching for something. Searching for direction. Searching for identity. Searching for meaning. Searching for your place in this world. But hear me clearly now, you were not searching, you were being prepared. Prepared through pressure. Prepared through pain. Prepared through patience. Prepared through persistence. Prepared through the battles you did not choose but survived anyway. Nothing you endured was wasted. Nothing you lived through was meaningless. Nothing you cried through was ignored. I saw everything. I counted every tear. I measured every disappointment. I held you through every collapse. And now I am turning your pain into purpose. Do you feel it? That sacred heaviness in your chest? That deep sense that your life is shifting? That unexplainable certainty that you cannot go back to who you used to be? That is destiny pressing against your spirit. You are evolving. You are awakening. You are transforming. You are rising into a life that has been waiting for you to finally believe in yourself. The reason that moment on live TV felt personal is because it was personal. I used it as a mirror. I used it as a signal. I used it as a reminder that you were never created for a small life. I know you've been hiding your dreams. I know you've been downplaying your gifts. I know you've been shrinking yourself for people who were never meant to understand your calling. But I am breaking you out of that now. I am pulling you out of every mindset that tells you you're not enough. I am silencing every lie that told you to settle. I am removing every fear that told you to stay small. You are stepping into a new identity, the one I always saw inside you. And now that you have been awakened, you must prepare for what is coming next. Because I am about to move you quickly. I am about to bring opportunities you are ready for, even if you feel nervous. I am about to open doors that generations before you prayed would open for someone in your bloodline. I am about to shift your environment, shift your connections, shift your mindset, and shift your reality. You must stay ready. Stay sensitive. Stay attentive. Stay spiritually awake. Stay connected to my voice. Stay obedient when I nudge you. Stay confident when opportunities appear. Stay bold when new paths open. Stay grounded as blessings come. Do not fear change. I am in the change. Do not fear growth. I am in the growth. Do not fear elevation. I am in the elevation. My child, hear me deeply now, your rise will not be quiet. Your purpose will not be hidden. Your name will not remain unknown in the places I am sending you. The world will hear your voice. The world will see your transformation. The world will witness the favor I place upon your life. But this will not happen because of human approval, or worldly recognition, or outward validation. It will happen because heaven has already decided your story. And when heaven decides, the earth must respond. When I speak over your life, nothing can silence it. When I open the door, nothing can close it. When I bless you, nothing can block it. You are entering a divine season of motion. A divine season of revelation. A divine season of opportunity. A divine season of confirmation. A divine season where everything that did not make sense will suddenly find meaning. And you must embrace it with courage. Do not ignore what he said. Do not ignore how it made you feel. Do not ignore the awakening happening inside you. This moment was sent to you because you are ready. Ready to rise. Ready to grow. Ready to transform. Ready to step into the life you were designed to live. And I walk with you. I strengthen you. I guide you. I protect you. I go before you. I stand beside you. I surround you. I cover you. I carry you. You are not stepping into your destiny alone. You are stepping into it with me. And with me, nothing is impossible. So walk boldly. Walk confidently. Walk with faith. Walk with expectation. Walk with courage. Walk with purpose. Walk with authority. Because the world has begun to echo what heaven already knows, you are chosen. You are rising. And your calling can no longer be ignored.